Well, obviously 2 games over in Sweden, November 10, 11. Really excited about it. Really interesting opportunity. Last week we announced the outdoor game, then you layer this into it. A nice playoff run right now. It's a pretty good time to be a Sens fan. So looking forward to it. It's going to be a great year next year.
Any concern from, I guess, the hockey upside of this being 2 regular season games that are in the middle of the season or early on in the season anyway?
No, I mean, we were very careful to make sure that there was a schedule there that worked for Pierre and the guys and Guy, so that it allowed proper time and proper practice time and that kind of thing. But no, they're thrilled to be going. It's an honor. Anytime you can do this kind of thing for the league, I mean, we aspire to be a great hockey brand, and you do things like this to be that. So, this, and again, then in December the big game, and 150th anniversary and 100th anniversary of the league, and pretty fun time to be a hockey fan.
And on top of that, do you worry about taxing your players too much with these kinds of special events? I guess almost fairly close together.
Well, the way the team is approaching it, it's a couple regular season games. It's a little more of a plane ride, but they're going over to do their job and hopefully walk away with 4 points. So, so for them, it's very much about a hockey game. Will there be some pomp and ceremony around it for sure? But we're looking for opportunities that we can take fans over as well. Sweden's been a great hockey country, and they've been great hosts before. It's been such an extraordinary experience to do this before, but we're hoping that we can come up with ways that we can take some fans with us as well and really make a time of it.
Do you have a rough idea of how the schedule will work? How many days before you'll fly over?
I think the whole travel is about 5 or 6 days, and so in 2 games, and we'll try and plan that we're on the East Coast before we leave, and we're home when we get back, and those kind of things, to make the travel as conducive as possible to sort of the normal routine of for the players. But I think it's 5 or 6 nights over there.
Can you tell us about how the league approached you, how you were selected?
I think this conversation actually started before my time, and so I'm just part of helping push it over the goal line. But Mr. Melnick and the gang were already involved in this conversation, and it starts with, I guess, we've got a pretty good history of some great Swedish players, and so especially 2 of our captains, and who've been 2 of the greats of all time, and so that, and we were there before, and so it's just a real honor to be picked again, and we're pretty excited about it.
Now that we have you here, if you can ask you about different topics, the issue of rebranding has been quite a popular one with fans on social media. Can you tell us about where you're standing right now?
We're not standing anywhere. I mean, listen, I said before, we're aware of what our fans are talking about, and there's lots of conversation going on out there, and it's great, and you always listen to your fans, but we're not looking at anything right now. We're focused on a playoff run right now. We're focused on the fun that's going to be, and making sure we got a full building every night, and starting to get ready for next year and what these things are going to be about. So we'll see what that evolves into sometime in the future.
I don't know if you just heard your owner talking about Mark Mathod and the loss of him. Did you hear him on the radio?
I did not, no.
Okay. Is there a concern or disappointment of obviously losing such a marquee player at this time of year for weeks?
Well, yeah, I mean, anytime anyone's hurt, there's a disappointment, and Mark's a big part of the team, and so just hopefully it heals up quick and he's back for the playoffs. And I saw it when he was leaving the ice; it didn't look too pretty, but that kind of stuff happens in hockey. So hopefully a speedy recovery for him.